His speech as the presidential candidate Wednesday night, and tomorrow Governor Scott Walker will be one of the main speakers.
Today's opening session lasted just 15 minutes. Republicans unveiling a national debt clock that will tick throughout the convention. The debt was a big topic as our Mike Lowe sat down with Wisconsin Senator Ron Johnson.
Can you lay this all on President Obama's doorstep, though? I mean, President George W. Bush was the first president in 30 years to inherit a budget surplus. And when President Obama was inaugurated, he inherited a $1 trillion deficit. These aren't all problems of his making.
He came in a tough situation, but so did Ronald Reagan. And Ronald Reagan turned the situation around by lowering tax rates, reducing, being dedicated to reducing the role of government in our lives. President Obama went in the exact opposite direction. So, no, he came into a tough situation, but he literally has made the problem worse. He didn't have to propose an $800 billion stimulus that utterly failed. This president's policies is about increasing regulation, shackling small business people, threatening them with higher tax rates, demonizing success when what we should be doing is celebrating success.
If this is such an important issue, why not attack it from all sides? In other words, cut spending and also raise taxes.
Because raising taxes, quick question, any proposed tax increase, ask yourself, well, how many jobs will that tax increase create?
But when you talk about economic growth, would you concede that the point of a business is not to employ people, it's to make a profit, or else why would you ever put a robot in a factory?
But a wonderful result of that is you actually do employ people so that they can build a good life for themselves and family. They become taxpayers. That's how you grow revenue. We need more revenue, but we need to increase revenue the old-fashioned way by growing our economy, not increasing tax rates, because when you increase tax rates, you're going to harm economic growth.
Today, the governor was standing beside the woman.
And Senator Johnson does not have a speaking role here at the convention, but he is doing a lot of talking. He's been making the rounds on the national radio and TV talk shows to become really one of Mitt Romney's most important surrogates on the issue of debt and deficit reduction. Incidentally, those will be the same themes of Governor Walker's primetime address here at the convention tomorrow night. Back to you.
Mike, Johnson himself not a delegate, but his daughter is. What then is his role? Doing interviews like the one he did with you tonight? I imagine he's in high demand.
Indeed, he's a surrogate for Mitt Romney here, and he has been making the rounds on TV and radio, did a bunch of national TV and radio today, talking about debt and deficit reduction, which obviously is a key plank in the platform of the Republicans this year, given the prominence of the Ryan plan now that's been incorporated into the Mitt Romney campaign. That is certainly one of the key roles that Senator Johnson will play, bringing that kind of Wisconsin message of debt, deficit reductions, shrinking the size of government to at least the people in Wisconsin and now the people of the nation through these national media outlets here in Tampa.
Mike Lowe in Tampa tonight. We'll check in with you tomorrow. Thanks, Mike. And tomorrow is when Republican Vice Presidential candidate Paul Ryan will actually head to Tampa. On Wednesday, he'll give his speech accepting the GOP nomination.
Today he was back in Wisconsin for a special homecoming at Janesville